Hey guys, it's Dennis here again. Uh, Welcome to video 2. This is the sequel video to our last one. Where we left off in our last video, we were restarting the Sonic Wall after selecting which configuration to boot from. After the Sonic Wall restarts, this is the screen that it brings you to. It gives you two options, whether you want to run the setup wizard or just skip right to the management interface. We're going to go through the setup wizard just real quickly because it takes care of some of the menial setup tasks, and there are some others that we'll look at a later date. Without further ado, let's click here and get on with the setup wizard. It's the welcoming page. Not too much here. You can read it if you'd like. We will not be reading it in this video. Go ahead and hit next. This is the deployment scenario, which basically asks what type of wireless you want or what type of wireless you have. Right now, we're going to select no wireless because we can configure this easier at a later point in time. So I'm going to hit next. Uh, where we change the password, the default SonicWall TZ105 password is password. For a new password, make something nice and strong but memorable. If you've taken Dr. Mosen's class at U of M, uh, he teaches you all about strong passwords, what their composition should be made of, things like that. Once you have your new password, go ahead and confirm it, and we can next ourselves right along in this video. This is time zone. We are Eastern. Let's go ahead and select Eastern and then hit next. This is where you configure your modem. Um, just go ahead and next through this. This is where we choose our wide area network mode. And we are going to use a cable slash modem based connections because that is what we currently have, or at least I do. This is where we set up some of the WAN settings. This asks you to allow HTTPS on the WAN interface along with ping. We are going to allow both of those. For the LAN settings, yet again, we will look into these at a later date. Otherwise, we'll run into some annoying little issues that I will talk about later. Go ahead and hit next. Go ahead and keep enable DHCP server on LAN. That is just fine. And as I said before, we will worry about the LAN address at a later point in time. Go ahead and hit next. This is what asks you what you would like to do with the ports on the back of your Sonic wall. Um, let's just leave them right now as the defaults. It's not permanent. We can switch it at any point in time. Uh, for an at-home or a small business setup, you won't do anything more than just your typical WAN LAN setup. So go ahead and keep it as default and hit next. This shows you the summary of everything that you picked. Go ahead and hit apply, and it'll tell you the setup wizard is complete. And go ahead and close out of this. And this is what happens uh, when you are when you set up your Sonic wall. Basically, since it's not configured all the way, your computer is worried about you browsing to it, so it's going to give you this. Here you just hit technical details, and you can go ahead and move on forward. This concludes this video. I will be making another one here shortly, and I will get us through uh, the connection issues, and we will go on through the setup from there. Thanks. I will see you guys later.